What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. On today's video, we're going to be exploring the rural streets of Lakeland, Florida at night, Polk County. You already know what it is. Let's get out there and see what the real streets of Polk County look like at night, Lakeland. It's midnight, 11:49 on a Friday night, and we're going to be exploring the area near Wabash. However you pronounce it, this is the area we're going to be exploring tonight. It's kind of an inner city area, so, you know, gunshots, fights, gang wars, all that, man. It's just the hood, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, Polk County is known for having no law and order. So, I mean, we're going to enter a place that's known for not having law and order. So imagine when a place is, that's the reputation Polk County has. Everybody knows that. I mean, so we're going to enter kind of like the hood, dog, and see what type of criminal activity these people are engaging in here in the dirty streets of the Polk County with the Oak County down there. You heard me, Woody? Keeps it trill out you, man. So right now we are somewhere west of the city. You can see a pile of garbage right here on an empty lot. That's how they get down here. There is a lot of moisture in the air. I'm trying to combat that by having the windshield fog up a little bit. Not much I can do about that, really. We had a lot of rain, so the humidity is just unbelievable. Come on, we'll figure this out. Turn the climate control off might help. We've had a lot of rain over the last few days, so the humidity's pretty high. You can see people been just throwing out furniture and garbage and stuff out here, man. It's just, these folks are full of all types of debris and stuff like that. I don't know exactly why the crap our windshields is doing this to us. I think if I turn the heater on, it might do it. Let me see if I turn the heater on. That's an old trick I learned one time back in the day. You hear me, Woody? Turn the heater on. See if that helps release the humidity. Humidity. See if we can get rid of this humidity. Push it forward. We're gonna fix this problem. We're gonna figure it out. What the crap, windshield? Why is this happening to me and only me? What the crap? I tell you, there it goes. The heater did it. All right, y'all. So welcome to Polk County with the Oak County down there. Nothing like having the heater on in Florida. Oh my goodness, that's horrendous. The heater trick did it, but of course now we're driving around with the heater on in Florida. But there's that much humidity. We did get a lot of rain, and that's kind of what happens in Florida. So we got rid of the humidity, but now we got to drive around with the heater on. You heard me? Which is great because somebody told me. I know who told me. I was at a gas station. I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to drive around the hood at night." He's like, "Hey, man, you better have your heater on." You heard me, Will? I was like, "For real?" This is what he was talking to. See, a lot of people, they don't understand the street terminology, dog. This fool was trying to tell me. He's like, "Hey, man, if you're gonna go to the hood at night, you make sure you got your heater on." And I didn't really understand what he was talking about, but now I understand what he meant by you gotta have your heat on because there's so much humidity in the hood. You heard me, Woody? So now it's starting to make sense now. You know, he was like, "Hey, make sure you got your heater on." You heard me? And I was like, why would I put my heater on in Florida, you know? But now I understand clearly that, you know, there's so much humidity in the hood that you gotta have your heater on. You heard me? And let me just put these windows up, make sure it stays nice and hot in here. My goodness. Yeah, but that's what he meant. I was trying to understand, because, you know, you're talking about all that hood terminology, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks, they don't really understand that hood vernacular, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, man, you got to make sure you got your heater on, you heard me? I was like, man, I got you, dog. Like, I pretended like I knew what he was talking about, but I didn't really grow up like that, so I really had no idea what he was talking about. But I was like, yeah, I got you, dog. He's like, hey, make sure you got your heater on, you hear me, Woody? I was like, yeah, man, I heard you, Woody. Like, I didn't really know what he was talking about or what he meant by Woody. But see, now I understand what he meant. He was talking that street slang. You know how the people in Polk County, they be talking that Polk County, dog, you hear me, Woody? And I got no idea what they was talking about, but I pretended like I knew what he was talking about because I didn't want to look like a sucker. He was like, hey, man, make sure you got your heat on with all the stupid crap you doing. You're going to get pop out there, man. And you think I get pop? Like, I guarantee you get pop. And I said, well, you know, I don't really drink soda pop, but if he thinks I'm going to get popped out here, I might get popped. Now, most of these corners, he said, you're going to get popped. And I was like, for real, man? Like, you going to get popped, man? I'm trying to tell you. And I was like, well, you know, none of these grocery stores are open. And I was like, you sure I can get popped this late? And he's like, man, that's the time you get popped. And I'm like, all right, man, but I ain't seen none of these stores look open to me. I don't know how I'm gonna get pop out here. But we get some soda pop. It's not a big deal. You gotta understand all the street terminology. You can't come out here perpetrating that you really about this when you really ain't. You hear me? There's fools out here perpetrating something they really ain't got no idea what the crap they getting into. You know what I'm saying? They out here perpetrating they about their hood rattery, but they ain't really about that. You hear me? So that's why fools out here don't even understand the terminology of the streets. Like when you say you gonna get a pop, you mean you get a little drink, you know what I'm saying? You get a little drink on, you get a little soda pop, you hear me, Woody? That's the hood thing to do. You go out in the hood and now you get popped. You know, because people in the hood, they don't care about their health, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're talking to, like, hey man, you don't care about your health, man, you get popped, man. And I'm like, you know, you gotta pretend like you don't care about your health either. Like, yeah, man, I ain't worried about my health, man, I get popped. Because, you know, if you be out here trying to be eating healthy and stuff, you might not even understand the whole vernacular situation of the situation, you hear me? Because like I said, a lot of fools out here perpetrating something, they don't really know what the crap they even talking about, man. They out here perpetrating, trying to be something they ain't. These little white boys you be seeing out there looking like Slim Shady, talking about from the hood, they ain't never been from the hood, they from the wood, you hear me? But that's the type of fool, you know what I'm saying, put himself in a situation, they don't even understand what they're doing out here, you hear me? But I understand what he was, I kind of get the idea, man. He said, you gonna get popped, man, you don't worry about your health, man. You out here, you better have that heat on you, you hear me, Woody? And I was like, I always got my heat on late at night, you hear me? Like, you better have all the stupid crap you out here recording people in the hood and stuff. You better have your heat on. And that's what he was saying, like, you gotta have your heat on because there's so much humidity in the air, you can't even record if you ain't got your heat on, you hear me, Woody? Something burning out here, man. You got some. And he said something about a burn or something too. So he's like, yeah, man, everybody got that burn out there, you hear me? So, I mean, you got to make a little bonfire and get the little burner going, you hear me? It's all about understanding these street dudes. You know, they got their own vocabulary and stuff. You got to understand what they talking about. You can't be out here. You got to have your moves right, your vernacular vocabulary got to be right. You got to know what you talking about, you hear me? There's fools out here really perpetrating something they ain't really know what the crap they talking about, you hear me? You hear me? I don't know why he kept saying you hear me, but I'm gonna start doing it because he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick up on little subtle clues, like you know what I'm saying? Like, first is the vocabulary, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand what they talking about. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Because you can put yourself in a situation, you can put yourself in a bad situation, and you have no idea what you even doing out here, man. Now I don't know why I get some pop around here, but I'm gonna try to find it, man. You find some soda pop around here, get something to drink. Cause I ain't worried about my health, you hear me? I just don't see none of these stores is open right about now, you hear me? But that's how we do. Ain't worried about my health, you know what I'm saying? Cause we all gonna die either way. You might as well die like a real one, you hear me? Don't be out here faking percolating out here, you hear me? Because people just be regurgitating everything they say like they know what they talking about, but they don't really know about that talk, you hear me? You got to keep your trail like a fishing pole. You hear me, Woody? It's about having your vernacular vocabulary and understanding the street smarts, knowledge, and all that comes with it, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you put yourself in a situation where you might think you about something you really ain't about it. You heard me, Wody? This is Polk County, you heard me? I got my heater on me, so I should be all right. That's what he told me. Like, if you got your heater on, you're going to be all right, dog. I said, I always got my heater on, player. I said, you can find out right now. He's like, no, I ain't trying to find out like that, man. I'm just saying you better have it, dog. I'm like, man, I got my heater on. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you got your heat on, then you can see clearly, identify threats and stuff because you got your heat on. You know what I'm saying? It's hot up in here. It's like 99 degrees up in this mud. I'm sweating. It smells like burnt popsicles up in this mud, man. It's just about burnt dust particles and everything. Not like turning the heat on in Florida, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have your heater, man. That's the one thing that one dude told me. Like, you're gonna go over there in Wabash, man, you better have your heat on. And he knew what he was talking about. I turned my heater on and all the humidity disappeared. I'm gonna turn it off because I'm baking up in this mud, but it's like my own personal sauna. Hey, maybe that's like a good weight loss idea. Like, let's say you were trying to lose some weight and you ain't had time to go to the gym because you working out. You can turn your heat on inside the vehicle, bro, like a sauna, and you start sweating inside your car. You might choke a little bit, smell like dust and all that, but I'm saying, like, I smell like dust up in here, man. It smelled like Mexican food too because I farted earlier, but that's a whole different story. But anyways, like I was trying to tell y'all, man, don't ever try to be something you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk about something you ain't really about that, because a lot of fools out here really do perpetrate something they really ain't about. That's one thing I don't even stand for that, bro. I like people to be yourself, man. If you don't know about the hood and the streets and don't act like you know, because you're gonna look stupid to somebody actually do know what they're looking about. You're gonna look stupid, player. I'll be out here like these fools driving around in Uber and stuff trying to make $1. Like, come on, give me a tip or something. Don't be like that, man. Don't try to be, all I'm trying to say is just be who you is, you hear me? Don't be on MTV trying to talk like the rappers do and trying to perpetrate you really from the street when you know you ain't. Because to a real one, dog, a real one gonna identify, you know, real recognize real. And when it comes to real, I got all the pose, you feel me? I'm like the Bass Pro Shop. I've been real, dog. I've been reeling them up like a fishing shot, you hear me? No snitching, dog. Yeah. I ain't with that whole snitching. You know, man, I ain't never been snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a cure for snitching. A lot of dudes out here talk about, man, people out here snitching and all. I got a cure for snitching, bro. It's guaranteed you ain't never gonna have to worry about a snitch. If you don't break the law, you will never have to worry. Did you know that? If you don't break the law, you will never have to worry about a snitch. I ain't never seen a law-abiding person talk about, man, these snitches. You know who? You know, people that be breaking the law attract snitching. And that's why I ain't really ever had to worry about a snitch. For one, I'm too scared to commit crimes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You get locked up. And, you know what I'm saying, while you locked up, anything can happen. I'm not going to get into details about what type of things can happen while you locked up. We kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. But I just don't want to be victimized like that. Now, I'm not saying I'm a victim by nature. Some people out here, you know, people like, they make a good victim. I don't walk up in there looking like a victim, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't really with that. I'm a wolf at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, I just don't want to have to hurt people. I don't want to put myself in a position where I got to put somebody in their place because I got to have to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't really like hurting people, so I don't want to put myself in a situation where I gotta hurt somebody because they don't know how to behave. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to, is I don't want to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was in prison, then I'm gonna have to take the whole place over. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you put me in the right setting, I might just snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see if we're gonna. Ain't nobody out here, man. This city weak, bro. Ain't nobody out here. These folks in Polk County, man, they scared of the sheriff or something. I don't know what they got going on, but I don't see no hood rattery out here. I don't see nobody hanging out. This fool's over here looking at me, mugging me. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, man, it's not that I do it, that I won't do it. It's that I don't want to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I walked in on, I'm not even going to tell you what I walked in on. I was just like, I'm going to let it slide, bro. I'm going to let it slide because I don't want to have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to do it because I know myself and I will do it. So, because I know myself and I will do it, then I won't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You get the idea. You get the idea what I'm talking about. Oh, man. So, we are on Chestnut and Marjorie. But, you know, out here in Polk County, they ain't really out here thugging. They out here riding horses and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't out here thugging. You can see these streets is dead. Ain't nobody out here. These fools, they ain't really with that, dog. Not like Fort Mile. You go to Fort Mile, you see dudes hanging out. You know, these fools, they pack it up early out here, man. Ain't nobody doing nothing in these hoods, man. They might have heard I'm in town. That's really what they probably like. Oh, man, you hear that YouTube in town? Oh, man, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, could be that, you know what I'm saying? Could be they scared the sheriff, too. They might be afraid of the sheriff. That's one possibility right there. I'm not going to discard that. Because they scared to go to jail. Because they know that if they do go to jail, there might be somebody like me up in there. These cats ain't really out here. I mean, the cats are out here. But not the, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are like literal cats out here. I say these cats is out here. I'm like, is that a dog? Is that a little puppy on the road? Here, buddy, let's take you to a safe neighborhood. They really got little dogs and cats out on the road. Look at this neighborhood. They got cats and dogs out on the road. Really, bro? Come on, man. Did it even get off the road? It disappeared, bro. It's gone, man. They got dogs, cats, all types of domestic. I got like heater on, man. I can't breathe, you hear me? They got cats out here on the streets. And I say cats, I don't mean like people. I mean like real cats, like felines. Is literally on the streets out here at night, bro. These people got a serious rat infestation problem they're trying to handle with all these cats. I don't know why they got all these cats out here, man. Because that's one thing about me, man. I ain't never try to portray something I really ain't. You can tell I'm authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like real. Yeah. And people in the hood will tell you. Don't even take my word for it. Like, if somebody really from the hood, just say, hey, man, I'm really from the hood, and I want to certify that this dude in this YouTube video really about what he's talking about. And if they say something otherwise, like, this dude a clown, then you got to believe him. If somebody says this dude a clown, I'm not even going to contradict them because it would insult my intelligence, because I know ain't nobody really going to step to me like that. I know ain't nobody really gonna disrespect me like that, because they know that that's not even the way you should. That's not even the way you treat somebody like me. If somebody like me, you see somebody like me, you gotta respect me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even worried about if somebody does want to say I'm a clown or I'm a faker or something like that. I'm not even gonna delete it or nothing. I'm just gonna be like, hey, if you really want to do that, you go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna tell you, it's probably not something you want to do. I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Polk County. There's absolutely nobody out here at night. This is these people really go to sleep early around here. Wow. Literally nobody out here at night. This is one of them places where people they go to sleep early. They really do, man. Ain't nobody out here. I got to turn my heater back on. We're getting foggy. So what's this memorial over here? Okay, I don't know where the hood's at. I've been trying to find the hood, but I don't think they got hoods out here. I'm trying to find like the grimiest, most inner city looking area to get you guys a good video, but I don't think they got hoods out here. It's really weak out here. I'm trying to find the streets, you know what I'm saying, where people hanging out. That place you don't go to late at night, but I don't think they got that here. Drive around trying to find it. Maybe I should ask people, you know, what's the hood at? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's ask this person right here, man. What happened, player? Yeah, what I said? Oh, he don't want to talk. Okay. Okay, he's not talking. He's talking to himself, but he's not talking to me. Which is, by the way, mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, fools out here really ain't got no respect. And that's why I try my best not to even encounter people like that, because I don't want to, like, I know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was talking to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, hey, what's up, player? He was like, hey, man, blah, 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 man. You know, okay, this dude talking to himself. So he don't want to talk to me, but he wants to talk to himself. That's the type of people that, you ever meet somebody, it's like they're talking to themselves because ain't nobody really trying to hear that. Like, you ever meet somebody that just blabs on endlessly, bro? I can't stand fools like that. You ever seen somebody just blah, 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 talk, 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 and they ain't said a single, you know what I'm saying? You ever meet somebody just talks and talks and they won't shut up? My goodness. Some people irritate me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what in the meth lab on earth is going on here? My goodness. I wish y'all could see that. I can't pull up in their driveway because that's mad disrespectful, but I wish you guys could see what in the meth lab is going on in that house. Wow, this neighborhood's, wow. We at you now. Okay, this neighborhood definitely, I wish you guys could see what I just saw on to the side of this camera. It's like the most methed out looking thing I've ever seen. In fact, I'm gonna go back just so you guys can see this. I'm gonna try to get this on camera, cause I ain't scared of these fools out shit. You heard me? I do what I do. This is the most methed out looking thing I've ever seen in my whole life, other than my uncle. I'll make me a hint. Okay, this is like the most methed out looking thing I've ever seen going on over here in this house. It's like a bunch of like bicycles and stuff. Like, hold on, y'all. Like, what in the meth lab is going on over here? This trailer right here. Like, look at this place. Like, what in the hillbilly meth lab is going on back there? What the crap? They're all looking at me and stuff. Like, what in the meth lab is going on back there? My goodness. Savannah. But, yeah, man, I can't stand somebody. You ever meet somebody that just blabs on endlessly, and they don't, it's not even like they're saying anything. Like, they're talking and talking, and they'll talk for 20, 30 minutes, and they won't make a single coherent, hey, what's up, cat? They won't have a single coherent thought. It's a lot of trash outs, big trash outs. I can't stand people like that. Me personally, I can't do it. Oh, somebody's just walking on the road. What happened, player? All right, man. You gotta be about your style, man. Like, people out here really not really conversational. I'm trying to be real with these people. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, and that's one thing about people in the hood. They like it when you are like, you pretend like you know them even though you don't. That's one thing you always want to do to people in the hood, because that's what people in the hood do to other people. You know, like, that's the way you treat people, the way you like to be treated. They've been in the hood and a dude don't even know you. Come on, come on, man, let me get a dollar, man. Like, hey, it's not you, John. Hey, John, let me get a dollar, man. We went to school together. So, like, you treat people the way you want to be treated. So, like, that's the way they treat you when you go to the hood. So that's the way you should treat them. But what I'm trying to say for real is, like, there's people out here that really, you know, like, they talk and they don't say nothing. They don't get to the point. They just blab on endlessly. 20, 30 minutes blabbing about something and not a single coherent thought comes out of their mouth. Shake my head. What is wrong with people, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of stuff I don't personally like. I like a person to have coherent thoughts. When they talk, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see somebody talk and I can understand what they're talking about. They got a thought process behind it. It doesn't sound like some AI generated broken disc. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out here blabbing off about stuff and you just trying to understand what they're talking about. It's like, some of these people, when they talk, you better off just turning off the volume. That's what I like to do. Like, you ever watch a YouTube video and you just turn off the volume because the person is so incomprehensible. They are just, they're so incoherent. They usually just like, I gotta turn the volume on. Like, I like the video, it's interesting what he's doing, but I can't listen to this guy. He's aggravating. You hear me, Woody? And that's kind of like the type of stuff that you tell people, man, look, you ever find a YouTube channel be like, how did this guy even get this many followers when he's this incoherent? There's stuff out there like that. Like, you meet somebody like, man, this guy is absolutely incoherent. How does this guy have such a large following? How? Because dudes is really out here perpetrating and just acting a fool on the internet and got no common sense, don't know what the crap they talking about. And they, you know, people still watch it. I don't even know why people watch it, they just do. Yeah. Okay. But that's one thing I really do not have a lot of patience for. Somebody that's always blabbing incoherently. If you're gonna get on here and you don't like, it's the type of people you be like, man, just shut up already. Like, you ever meet somebody you just want to be like, damn, bro, like, shut up. Shut up, okay? If you're gonna open your mouth, make sure it doesn't sound like a broken CD player. You remember back in the day when them CD players used to break, they'd be like, da, 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 da. Like, it's just over and over the same annoying sound. Wow, man. If it doesn't contribute to something positive, then it disrupts. Oh, okay. We got people hanging out here and everything. Okay. We got some hanging out here, man. Okay, we got some hanging out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so good. Oh, yeah. Some slow jams. You know what I'm saying? It's a slow jam type of night. It really is. Polk County. I got a headache, man. I don't know why I got a headache. You ever just get a headache and you're like, why did I get a headache? Y'all wouldn't even believe what happened to me earlier. I was driving some Uber passengers around. They're like, man, shut up. I said, me? This guy had the audacity to tell me, he's like, man, you are talking your head off. Like, you need to just calm down. I was like, me? Yeah, I had a passenger do that to me today. He's like, look, man, I've been on an airplane for 14 hours. I just want to get home. You're blabbing your head off. I just need a little bit of respect. I've been on an airplane for 14 hours and, you know, I just got off an airplane, been on an airplane for 14 hours. And, you know, I just need like some peace and tranquility for these next 10 minutes until I get home. And I was like, I got you, dog. I got you. I know exactly what you need. Like, if I was riding on an airplane for 14 hours and I was tired, I know exactly what I would want to hear. So I put on some Ludacris. Loud. I'm talking about the loudest. I put the volume on max. I said, I'm going to put on some Ludacris. And we're going to listen to Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? Like, loud. And the guy said, man, you know, as annoying as it was to listen to Ludacris, it was better than listening to you. And I was like, man, that was disrespectful. And you meet people like that, bro. Like, if I was on an airplane for 4, the guy tried to say something like, he was like, listen to my side of the story, right? And then listen to his side of the story. His side of the story. He's like, hey, bro, I've been on an airplane for 14 hours. I'm tired, okay? I'm exhausted. It's a 15-minute car ride. If you could shut up and turn this garbage music off, I'm exhausted. I'll give you $20. He said, I'll give you a $20 tip. These cats is really out here, man. I'll give you $20. Listen to his side of the story, because, you know, I'm going to tell you his side of the story before I tell you my side of the story, right? So his side of the story is like, hey, man, I've been on an airplane for 14 hours. I'm exhausted. My flight got delayed because of the weather and rain and stuff we've been having. I'm absolutely tired and exhausted. If you could just shut your mouth, it's only a 15-minute car, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's only a 15-minute car ride. If you could just shut up, you know what I'm saying? If you could just shut up for like 15 minutes, turn off that stupid garbage music, I'll give you a $20 bill. I just need some peace and tranquility. That's his side of the story, right? He just said, look, I'm going to give you a $20 tip if you just shut up. Now, here's my side of the story. My side of the story is I had to tell this guy an incredible story about my uncle stealing a lawnmower, okay? It was the first lawnmower he stole in America. Where are we going? Am I on somebody's private property? Is this a road? Where the crap does this even... Are we on a road anymore? What the crap? Are we on somebody's backyard or are we on a road? That's the thing about these country ghettos. You like, where... Is this really a road back here? Am I on somebody's property? Like, what? Where the crap am I? My goodness. Is this a road? There's nowhere to go. I gotta turn around. My goodness. What in the hillbilly that I just run into back here? My goodness. Let me tell y'all my side of the story, okay? I was going to tell this guy a story about my uncle stealing a lawnmower. Now, it was the first lawnmower. He's stolen a lot of lawnmowers over the years, but this was the first lawnmower he stole in America. It's a good story. I don't have time to tell you the story because it's really about a 40-minute story, but I know I only have 15 minutes to tell this guy the story, so I was really going to wrap it up fairly quickly. You know, I know it's a 30-minute story, but I was going to pack it in to 15 minutes. And this was a good story about my uncle stealing a lawnmower, man. It's a nice lawnmower he stole, right? Turns out this guy doesn't want to hear my uncle's lawnmower story. I don't even, at this point, I'm considering just leaving this guy on the side of the road because he did not want to hear my uncle's story about stealing a lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you not want to hear this? Is the most entertaining story. Okay, almost got the piece on him. Okay, that's scary. I guess you are allowed to open carry these days. That's absolutely terrifying. I guess you are allowed to open carry now. Okay. Am I on another dead-end road? See, that's the type of stuff you don't want to do in the hood. Just going in all these dead-end roads. These homies is outside with the piece on them, bro. I hope this is not another dead-end road. It looks like another... Where do they get all these trailers from? Is it like a trailer factory somewhere? This looks like another one of these dead-end roads. Yeah, this is not a dead-end road. I gotta go walk past these guys again, drive past these guys again. There's not even enough space to turn around a truck in these neighborhoods. I'm up into this driveway right here. This neighborhood does not look like that type of place you should be driving around late at night while the homies outside with the piece on them. It smells like Jamaica. Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. It really smells like Jamaica out here. Anyways, why are there so many cats on the road out here? Alright, I'm just gonna leave this neighborhood before I get shot. Because I'm pretty sure at this point I've aggravated these people driving around here endlessly. They're probably like, why is this guy driving around our neighborhood late at night? Because I'm looking for the hood. And I will find it eventually. I guarantee you I'm going to find... So far, we haven't really found any sketchy looking neighborhoods. This is like a nice part of town right here. Oh, crap. My bad, man. Alright, my bad, bro. Okay, it's a little hangout spot right here. You can smell... you can smell Jamaica. Jamaica. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of Jamaica. There must be a Jamaican restaurant around here somewhere or something, man. I'll tell you what. And that's the thing about Polk County. Like the sheriff talking about, man, we keep it safe. Man, that smells like Jamaica out here. What are you talking about? Law and order. Do they have a medical card out here? Cause I don't take the cat. My goodness, I just got a contact. I just driving through that neighborhood. My goodness, my goodness, I literally, how can I afford so much? They smoking weed, y'all. They smoking, y'all, yeah. My goodness, it's like you get a contact high just driving through that neighborhood. If only this county had a sheriff who believed in law and order, then you wouldn't have all these criminals running wild on it. Because that's the thing. Once you get a good sheriff, then you don't have these hangout spots where all these kids are up all night smoking outside. That only happens in places where there's no law and order. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm saying like what they should do here in Polk County is they should get a good sheriff that will not tolerate this type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, when you see neighborhoods where you drive through and get a contact high just driving through this mug, it usually indicates that they don't have good leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like the fish rots from the head or something like that. You've heard that saying. What's probably happened here in this county is this, you know what I'm saying, they don't have, like, criminals ain't afraid of the law, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were, then they wouldn't be smoking outside at 2 in the morning like they are right now. You hear me? But that's the thing about, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta have a good sheriff, and then you won't have a house with 20 kids hanging outside smoking weed, high out of their minds, running out into the middle of the road at 1 in the morning because they hit a good hit, and now they get anything, you know what I'm saying, se la arrebató el tipo de corriendo. He ran out in the middle of the road, man. He just hit that joint and he ran out in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing that happens when you don't have good leadership. You gotta have somebody, because you can have somebody that talks about law and order. You know, you could write a book about law and order. Oh, in our county, we're not going to tolerate, and then you can have a bunch of crime and debauchery. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about getting a dude that talks about, oh, we're not going to have this, you know, gangs and people hanging out smoking weed at 2 in the morning. You can talk about it, or here's an idea: you could actually do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my own personal. That's my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I would do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me. I don't live here. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't live here. I live in Lakewood Ranch because the homicide rate in Lakewood Ranch is like a fraction of what the homicide rate is here. Is that a refrigerator? Oh, look at all this scrap metal. Dang, what scrap metal? I thought it was a refrigerator. It's not even a refrigerator. I'm about to say, I'll load it up, take it to the scrap yard down there. Nah, man, they reactivated my Uber account, so I don't need, whoa. Did somebody just dump all those tires there? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these places, they out of control. Like this dude hanging outside with a gun in his hand. I don't need to walk outside with a gun in my hand in Lakewood Ranch because it's safe. I can still carry permit. Why? Because you live in a crime-infested neighborhood. If you lived in a safe neighborhood, you wouldn't need it, stupid. But that's the thing about people in Florida. Imagine living in a neighborhood where you need a gun to walk outside your house late at night. Imagine that. Imagine living in a place where you need a gun to walk outside and grab the mail at night. I wouldn't want to live in it. That's why I live in Lakewood Ranch. And Lakewood Ranch, now, I've never seen, what's the sheriff down there in Manatee County? I don't even know his name, because you know why? Because he's not in front of the camera all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the name of the sheriff in Manatee County? I don't know. Because he's not on, you know what I'm saying? He's not on Fox News every day. You heard me, Woden? If you try to ask me I live in Manatee County. Okay, it's safe. Yeah, what's the homicide rate in Manatee County? It's about half what it is here in Polk County, probably. You know, the homicide rate really is less. You know, but who's the sheriff in Manatee County? I don't even know. Larry, Paul, Rick, I don't know who it is because the homie don't got time to be out there broadcasting himself. You heard me, Woody? I don't know who the sheriff is. But I know this, I don't have to walk outside my house with an AK. You know, I've never considered, I go for walks in Lakewood Ranch. And we got coyotes and bears and stuff. But I've never been like, well, baby, I'm going to go for a walk outside. Let me grab a 40 cal and make sure I'm safe. No, you know why? Because I live in Lakewood Ranch. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it because it's safe. But if you need it, I'm just saying, like, maybe if you need to walk outside with a big 40 cal to get the mail or hang out and talk to a friend outside your house, then maybe you live in a place that's too dangerous. Now, I may not know the name of the sheriff in the county I live in because he ain't got time for all that news, press conferences and all that. But I don't have to worry about needing a 40 caliber to go outside. So, you know, you get what you get. Some people, they want to live in a place that's dangerous, but puts itself out as not being dangerous. Now, Manatee County, I mean, some parts of Bradenton are, yeah. Let me just take that back. Let me just backtrack a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't live in Bradenton or Palmetto. No, Lakeland Ranch. Say it with me. It even sounds like a place where rich people would live. Doesn't even sound like a rich place to live. Like, I live in Lakeland Ranch, you know? Like, I want to be in a neighborhood where, like, my neighbors think I'm the trashy neighbor. You're like, how do you know if you're doing good in life? Oh, here's a clue. If your neighbors think you're the trashy neighbor, you're doing good. If your neighbors think you're too uppity, it's time for you to move up the social ladder. But that's how you know you live in if you live in a good neighborhood, you be like, man, you realize how racist our neighbors are? Like, yeah, hon, I realize how racist our neighbors are? Yeah, we're doing good. We really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live in Lakewood Ranch. We're gonna go golfing with the neighbors later on tonight. You know, like that's how you know you made it. You're going golfing with your now your neighbors don't like you. I mean, you might go golfing with some of your neighbors. Neighbors be like, oh, I'm teamed up with Mr. Ramirez. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of thing you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You heard me, Wally? Yeah. I have no idea why I'm in Lakeland driving around at 1 in the morning, by the way. This has really been a waste of my time, and probably yours as well, to be honest. I've literally wasted 45 minutes of my life driving around this crime-infested crap hole, hoping I don't get shot by some high idiot who thinks I'm the ops or something. Is that what they call it these days? The ops? I don't know. I've been out of the streets for so long. You know, I don't really know. I don't even know what an op is. I don't even know what you're talking about. But this looks like a nice... Yeah, I'm going to get up out of this neighborhood, though. That's the one thing. I see a Dodge Charger over there. That's the one thing I don't do. I don't do Dodge Chargers. Dodge Chargers. If I see a Dodge Charger in the hood, I'm leaving. Because that's the one thing in America. If you see a Dodge Charger, you just, late at night, you just turn around. Them people, Challengers, Chargers, Scat Pack, and Cat, there goes one right there. That's I don't deal with them. I'll deal with crackheads on bicycles, liquor stores, ammo. I'll drive on MLK, no problem. But when I see one of these Dodge Charger things, I'm like, look, man, I gotta go. I really don't deal with these Dodge Chargers, man. These Dodge Chargers are usually, first of all, half the time they're getting repossessed because they can't afford to pay. That's the one thing about people who drive Dodge Chargers, man. They're always getting repossessed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do these kids, like 18 years old, driving around a $60,000 Scat Pack, talk about my day at homies and stuff? How, you know what I'm saying? Like, they get repossessed, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. That's the one thing I don't like. Dodge, late at night, Dodge Charger. When I see that Dodge Charger, I'm like, nope, I gotta go. That's just too aggressive for me. That's the one thing I don't do. I don't do Dodge Chargers late at night. Scat Pack, Cat Pack, I don't give a crap what the crap is called. I don't want to be anywhere near that mug at night. If I see it, I turn around. I'll deal with crackheads, liquor stores, bums, homeless people. I'm good with all that. When I see that Dodge Charger, I'm like, nope, don't want to die today. This town is pretty crappy. It's all like trail. I don't even know where I'm at because the map is turned off. You know, you have the like Google Maps map, and it's like turned off. It's all like trailer parks and all. How many trailers do you need? Really, I have no idea where I'm going right now. By the way, this is a complete freestyle drive because I only got my phone, and my phone's recording, and it's a run-on recording. So at this point, I have no idea where I'm at, where I'm going. The only thing I know is that I'm gonna record driving around this cramp hole for a while. I was hoping I could get near downtown, but that at this point, that doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. I don't know where I'm going. I'm heading north right now. Okay, I didn't even know. My car says I'm heading north, so if I turn to the right, I'll be heading east. And I think downtown's towards the east. I just want to find Interstate 4 and get the crap out of here. So I was heading north, now I'm heading east. And I think Interstate 4 is going to be to the south. But if I head east, we might drive to downtown Lakeland. I don't know really. This is a complete random. That's the beauty of these late night drives that I do. Not even I know where I'm going. Like, this is raw and uncut. I try to pick the best neighborhoods because I don't want to showcase the worst the town has to offer. That would be wrong. Imagine if a YouTuber comes to your town, he only shows like the worst parts of Lakeland. That would just be offensive. Now, no Highway 98. What's this highway right here? What's this, 98? Yeah, here we go. 90. Yeah, 98. Okay, so this highway, if we go south, we'll take a, whoa, red light cameras. That's a piece of crap move to make. I got red light cameras. See, that's scummy right there. It takes a real scummy sheriff's office to put up a red light camera like that and just, you know, take poor people's money like that. Imagine this. This is the largest, Lakeland in Polk County is the largest urban concentration of poverty. So we're heading southeast. So this will eventually take us to Interstate 4 and to a better place. Lakeland is the largest concentration of urban poverty in Florida. Okay? When you look at all of Florida's large metropolitan areas, this is the largest concentration of urban poverty. So imagine this. You are in one of the largest concentrations of urban poverty, yet the sheriff's office is trying to get people a ticket for blowing a red light. Now, think about all the possibilities of blowing a red light at night. Hey, that made no sense. Okay, let me backtrack. So, yeah, let's just rewind this tape. Either way, it is for safety measures. But here's the problem. Most people who blow a red light late at night are drunk out of their minds. And it doesn't matter if you have a red light camera or not, because they're going to blow the red light. Because they're drunk out of their minds. So maybe the real problem is too many drunk drivers. Huh? Could be. Not sure. Regardless of the Haitian situation that created this circumcision station in this organization proclamation situation underestimation, the problem really is too many drunk drivers. Now, at the end of the day, Florida is one of the scummiest states you could live in. Imagine this. Here we are, one of the largest urban centers of poverty in the entire, it is. This is the largest concentration of urban poverty in the state of Florida, Polk County. All the other larger urban areas have smaller percentages of people living in poverty. This is where Florida, Lakeland is like Florida's garbage can. Like, we just, if you can't afford to live in the rest of Florida, we ship you here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you live here, chances are you are from Miami or Tampa or Orlando. You just couldn't afford somewhere better. So this is Florida's garbage can, really. Like, we send you here when you can no longer afford Florida. I think it's kind of scummy that the largest urban center of poverty in the entire state of Florida, east, west, would just take advantage of people like that. With a red light camera in a residential neighborhood. It seems like a scumbag move to make from the sheriff's office. Come on, these people are already poor, man. Don't take any more of their money. Maybe. Oh, that's a beautiful drive heading that way. I should have gone that way. It looks like a really nice drive. It's like a hill at night. You can see the... Looks like a nice drive. But unless you had a bunch of idiots driving around above, going way too fast above the speed limit, blowing red lights, driving drunk, not using turn signals, I would understand if you had people driving around under those circumstances. All right, you know, this town really needs red light cameras. But, you know, so I feel like people here don't drive like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really seen... Maybe I haven't been paying attention, but I haven't really seen people driving like that. You heard me, Wody? I personally haven't seen anybody driving, you know, changing lanes without a turn signal, going 30 miles above the speed limit. I personally haven't seen anybody doing that. Now, if people were driving like that, then I would understand, okay, red light cameras. But as you can see, I'm the one going above the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? I should probably slow down a little bit. Oh, it's 30. Okay, it's 30 right here. See what I'm saying? I'm going too fast. Now, if somebody were to speed past me, then you can say, okay, you know, maybe they do need some red light cameras out here. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, this is downtown Lakeland at 1 in the morning. As you can see, it is a crap hole. Now, if you went to downtown Sarasota tonight, you'd have people outside listening to me. Let's take a drive down Main Street. It's a one-way. Forget it. I don't do one-ways. Never. Don't even worry about that. I don't do one-ways. If this was downtown Sarasota on Main Street, there would be people outside listening to music. What a crap hole. There's like literally nobody on Main Street. We're not gonna do it today because, you know, I'm tired and I gotta get home. But there's literally nobody on Main Street. Downtown Sarasota tonight on a Friday night, bro, if you went to downtown Sarasota tonight, it will be lit, dog. I'm talking about lit. Big girls dancing on cars and orderly. Let's be clear about that. Orderly. Downtown Sarasota tonight at 1 in the morning. Matter of fact, it's 1 in the morning right now. I could drive right now an hour and 20 minutes to downtown Sarasota. And when I get there at 3 in the morning, it's going to be packed. Look at this, bro. It's 1 in the morning on a Friday. There's nobody out here. This is miserable, bro. Look at this. Nobody out here. It's depressing. Dude. This is depressing. There's nobody out here. I know right now, dude, I can leave right here, right now at 1 in the morning and get to Sarasota at 3 in the morning. And at 3 in the morning, there's people walking around downtown. Bars are still open, people. Here's a guy right here. What's happening, player? Oh, he doesn't seem very friendly. Okay. I've tried talking to people here in Lakeland. They don't even want to talk. They're all, like, really weird. Like, you guys just see me try to talk to people, and they're just really weird and hostile. It's weird. Like, I like in Sarasota or Branson, I'll be like, what's up, player? And they'll be like, what's up? Nah, who the hell is you in? I ain't never seen you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a conversation with a complete stranger. People out here, it's just weird, dog. Like, they don't talk. They don't interact with people. They're weird. Why don't they talk? Like, what's up, player? You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that. None of that. Let me just get this running this gas pump right here. You know what? I don't even need gas this bad right now. I don't need gas. I don't even think I need gas this bad. Yeah, I'm good. I don't even need gas, really. I'm good. Just a speed bump right here. Okay. But anyways, man, when you go to downtown Sarasota on a Friday night, bro, that mug is lit. Parties, bars up late. Most of those bars, they ain't closing down to 3 in the morning. And then you got people stay around till 4 or 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like throwing up on the sidewalks and stuff. Like, ain't nobody out here, bro. This place is just, it's dead. It's so depressing and dead compared to where I live, bro. I've been thinking about getting somewhere more affordable, but that's the thing. I would almost rather figure out how I could come up with $300 more a week than to live in a place that's this boring. This is just abysmally boring. Look at this. Man, y'all seen my videos? Even downtown Bradenton, and Bradenton ain't much to talk for. Bradenton ain't much. But even downtown Bradenton at this time of night is lit. Not safe, but lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I wouldn't go there without a like a bulletproof vest or something. But you know, just people out there that are not afraid to die. You know what I'm saying? So they're out there. I wouldn't be out there with them, but they're out there. I do find that people are kind of like strangely like they don't want to talk to you or nothing. They're just like really to themselves. From what I can tell. Let me get out. I got somebody tailgating me. I don't know what his problem is. I'm sorry, I'm going the speed limit. Oh, no, he's turning. Okay. Very boring. Very dead. Eso no tiene vida, bro. Look at how fast this car's going. Look at this. Look at how fast this guy's going. I'm going the speed limit, so he's going 20 miles above the speed limit. Again, no turn signal. Law and order! Law and order! Have you guys noticed how nobody even talks to you on the streets? Like, you try to talk to people, they acting different or something. It's kind of weird. For being in Florida, it's kind of weird. People in Florida are pretty lively people. Like, you know, like small town people will talk to you and hot chicken. I wouldn't dare drive around late at night going that fast in Sarasota because there's cops that'll pull you over. Like, I can't believe that guy's driving that fast. It's just he's not afraid of getting pulled over, I guess. Maybe they don't have cops here. Maybe their police department's underfunded or something. I'm not sure. Because, like, dude, like, you'd have to drive. Oh, this looks cool. A shopping center. Look at this, guys. A Southgate shopping center. It's a soaping center. The H is missing. Look at that car up there. He's just like way all over the road. Wow. Law and order. He went through the red light. Did he? Did that guy just go through the red light? Did I catch that on video? That guy went through the red light, if I'm not mistaken. Or is he coming out of the side road? I'm not sure. Now it's 40 miles an hour, so let's get up to 40. I'm going 38. I'm almost there. I can't believe people actually drive that fast out here. I would be afraid to drive that fast in Sarasota or Bradenton because the cops will pull you over for speeding. But I guess here, maybe they don't have enough cops out now. I don't know what. I would not drive that fast because you know what's going to happen. You're going to get pulled over. Maybe they just don't have enough cops out here. Yo, I really haven't seen a single cop. We've been driving for almost an hour. Have we seen a single cop? I don't think I've seen a single cop the whole time we've been driving, have we? If you drove through Sarasota, you would see, in an hour drive through Sarasota, you'd see 10 police cars. But then again, there's more money over there, so there's more police and stuff. These folks here just can't even afford law enforcement. They're just, bless their heart, they're not able to afford law enforcement. And look at the types of restaurants. They have a Hooters, a Wing House. If the lady's not half naked serving your food, they don't want to eat there. You know what I mean? Debauchery. Complete debauchery, Polk County. Polk County, you are out of control. When somebody from Bradenton thinks you're out of control, you're out of control. I just want to on Interstate 4 and get the crap out of here. Texas Roadhouse. Is that Interstate 4? This is a toll road? I'm not paying a toll. Not a chance in the world I'm paying a toll road. My goodness. Not a chance in the world I'm paying a toll road. Wow. Earlier today, I was doing a video, and I left the restaurant, left Plaza Mexico, and I had some like leftover food, which I didn't touch it. It was good food. The portions are just too huge. So I ate like my fajita, and I look at the metal cantina that's there. I'm like, wow, there's still like a whole entire bowl of meat there. So I grabbed the the chips, which I didn't touch because I don't eat chips because the salsa makes my stomach ulcers bad. Grabbed the chips and I grabbed all the meat that I didn't touch on the other plate, threw them in a to-go plate. And I was like, I wonder how long it's gonna take for me to. No, I didn't touch none of this food, by the way. This is food that, like I said, you know, when you get like the fajitas, you got your plate over here, so you're grabbing the food from that plate and then you're putting it over here. So I didn't touch none of that food. You know, that's food that wasn't touched, And the chips, I didn't touch the chips either, or the salsa, because my stomach ulcer. So I had like a whole portion of chips and a bunch of meat, and that I hadn't touched. It was clean. I didn't touch it. Not even with my spoon. There's a wing house. That's like borderline. It's like more trashier than Hooters. Anyways, it's food that I hadn't touched. It was on the other plate. Look at this guy driving around without headlights. My goodness. He drove past the red light. Now he's backing up. Bless their heart. They just don't have law enforcement around here to handle stuff like that. So it's clean food that I hadn't touched it. It was on the other plate. You know what I'm saying? Like the chips, I didn't touch it. So I had a good, literally more than enough for one person to eat. And I put it in a to-go plate. Again, clean food that I hadn't touched. Let me be clear about that. It's not my leftovers. It's food that was on a plate that I didn't, I was grabbing food from that plate, putting it on my plate. It was food that I didn't touch. And this guy changing lanes without a turn takener down there. I tell you what, that there. I was like, okay, we're good. Check it out. I leave the restaurant. I'm like, I wonder how long it's gonna take for me to find a homeless person to give this food to, right? You'd think 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. How long do you think it took from the time I pulled out of that parking lot to the time I found a homeless person that needed that meal? I kid you not, less than 400 feet. I stopped at the light right in front of the restaurant, because as soon as you pull out, there's a light. So I stopped at the light. That might have been 2 minutes, right? So then I start driving finally, right? As soon as I started driving, it wasn't even 2 minutes. And there was already a dude sitting on the side of the road, like with a book bag. You can tell he was home. Look at this guy. He drove past the red light. Now he puts on his turn signal. I bet you he's intoxicated down there. I think if I drive south, I'll eventually hit Interstate 4. I can't look at the map because I'm driving and I'm recording with the phone, which is the map. So I figure if I just keep driving south, I'll have to hit Interstate 4, right? Either that or I'll keep driving south and we'll see what happens. Anyways, but I will tell you this, that I did some Uber driving here, and it looks like it's a lot more chill than Bradenton and Sarasota. Because a lot of the people I'm picking up over there are just inebriated, you hear me? They're just completely drank too much, unruly type passengers. And the passengers that I dealt with, there weren't too many, but they were good. They were fair people. You know, they were all right. I think eventually I'll hit Interstate 4 if I just keep driving. That's what I'm hoping. No, Interstate 4 is north of Lakeland, isn't it? Oh, I feel so stupid, bro. I'm not going to hit Interstate 4 if I keep driving this way. Oh, I feel so stupid. I drove the wrong way for a long time. Alright, guys, so let's do this. You guys got more of an hour-long video. You get the idea. This is what Lakeland looks at night. Like a total crap hole. Yeah. I mean, I could keep driving this way, because I live in Sarasota, Bradenton, so I could just drive home. I could drive straight to, the back roads, which I really prefer not to drive on the back roads late at night, but I could hit a deer or a gator or something. Who knows, right? I don't like to be on back roads late at night. I think we've hit the end of the metropolitan area. And I just realized that Interstate 4 is actually north of Lakeland, not south. Not sure why I thought it was south, but it's north. So I am driving the wrong way, but hey, I'm not paying attention. Again, it's a total freestyle drive. We're in the outskirts of the metropolitan area. Let me end today's video and figure out how the crap I'm going to get home. Because let's see if there's a gas station up ahead I can stop at. That's Lakeland late at night. You heard me, Woody? It's now almost 1 in the morning. There's apartments out here on the outskirts. They might not be bad. It's a nice, kind of far from the urban core. It's an affordable city, but I think the jobs must suck here. It's not really a... Another weird thing about Lakeland, it's just like everywhere you go, people are playing rap music loud. Like you pull up to a light. I pulled up to a light earlier today. There was 4 cars. Every single one of them was listening to rap music loudly. Very trashy. Not that I wouldn't do the same thing, but I'm just saying, like, you ever do something that you know is trashy? And you do it, but then you don't like when other people do it. Like burping in public, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you know it's trashy, and I would do it, but I don't want somebody else to do it. Type of scenario. Like a shopping plaza over here. Let's take a look at the shopping plaza here in the outskirts. 1 in the morning, maybe. Everybody at this gas station's got a pickup truck, except for this little Kia Honda thing. Let's see what the back of the shopping plaza looks like. You think there's gonna be homeless people hanging around here? Let's find out. There's one right there. There's one right there. Okay, so let's see how many homeless people are hanging out in this plaza. It's 1 in the morning, so anybody out here vagrant is probably gonna be homeless. There's one. Just out of curiosity, how many homeless people do you think are gonna be out here? Just one? Let's find out. I do some real investigative journalism. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, some dudes out here, they don't really be doing the real journalism, you know what I'm saying? I really does journalize it, you hear me, Wody? Seems like the type of place I would have a homeless camp in the woods. Maybe on this trail right here? There's a railroad track right there, so probably, yeah. A lot of times you catch homeless people dumpster diving late at night in places like this. This is really sketchy back here. But there's just one homeless person hanging out vagrant. That's not too bad. One is okay. It's about average for the United States right now. One homeless person per shopping plaza. Just one, or is there more? Well, there's that truck over there. I'm gonna guess somebody's sleeping in that truck. Let me see. I don't see anybody sleeping around here. So there's one guy at the gas station, and I'm gonna guess this pickup truck right here is probably another homeless person. Let's take a look real quick, see if there's somebody sleeping in the car. It's got a... maybe not. Okay. Okay, so there's just one homeless person here. That's not bad at all. For Florida, being in Florida, you'd think there'd be 50 of them. Cali, Florida down there. 316, cheapest gas I've seen in a while. Okay, guys, it really is time to end this video. Checking out.